A new era for boxing on Channel 5 continues. Nathan Gorman faces Thomas Salek for the IBF International Heavyweight Championship, whilst Josh Kelly makes his return. Watch Britain's best prospects in The Big Fight Live, Friday at 9, exclusive to Channel 5 and My5.
Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We are here in Liverpool for the Wasserman Boxing Press Conference. Headlining on the show is Nathan Gorman. Nathan, first of all, how's life treating you?
Yeah, very well, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. All the better for speaking to you.
Thank you.
Friday night, you're headlining, you're back in action. Good to be out.
Most definitely. Like you said, Friday night, headlining my own show in Liverpool. First time I boxed close to home, because usually it's like London all over the show, really. So it's about 40 minutes away from where I live. So happy, mate. Very, very happy, and I'm excited as well, is the best thing.
Nathan, in terms of kind of Wasserman backing you, putting you on the headline, does that come with a level of pressure at all? Do you feel that, or do you kind of being maybe the type of person yourself, you don't really feel that?
Oh, of course there's pressure, mate. Listen, whoever says... The thing is with me, I'm honest. Whoever says, I don't get nervous, and all that stuff, I do. Of course you do. You're going in there to fight someone. You're not playing tiddlywinks, you know what I mean? It's a big man, 17 stone, who wants to take your head off. But there's a difference between having nerves and being scared. I'm scared of... Not a fight put it that way, far from it. Get a bit of adrenaline, nerves, excitement. That's what I look forward to. A lot of pressure on my shoulders. I'm topping Channel 5, my own bill in Liverpool. It's unbelievable, mate. Dream come true, to be fair.
In terms of you as a fighter now, in terms of how you feel you've improved in the time that we don't get to see behind the cameras, in terms of you training with your coaching team, how do you feel you've improved and come along in the last year or so?
I think I've improved a lot, to be fair, brother. I've been working really, really hard, to be fair. Like I said, I've been doing everything by the book, so hopefully it all prevails Friday night.
Nathan, we're just about to start the press conference, so we'll pick this up shortly. Continue. No worries. Taking the words out of my mouth, just picking that back up there with Nathan Gorman. We've just concluded the press conference. Nathan, you got a chance to hear from him. Did you take much from him at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's very confident in himself. He said he's trained very, very hard, which obviously, why wouldn't he? He looks keen, man, up for it. My dad always used to say to me, if you're ever out, son, the loudmouth person's never no good. The quiet ones are the worst ones. So you got to take it as you take it, really. I think he's coming for a go. Well, he will come for a go. I don't think there's a backward step in the man.
IBF version of the title is on the line there, which will get you a ranking, top 15 ranking, which is exciting. This is the step up and the step forward in your career that you were looking to get and that you're getting with Wasserman.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like you said, obviously we had the IBF World title up there, but I'm fighting for the IBF International title, get myself in the top 15 ranking and just push on for them titles. Ranking, massive platform for me with Channel 5. You heard what Kelly was saying up there, 1 million views. So if we can do that or do a bit more, I'd like to double it ideally. But I know it's a big ask, but I think it can be done. Just really happy, more than happy, to be fair, mate, that I'm here today. I'm doing this. I'm over the moon with it all, to be fair. I'm just, sometimes you can take things for granted. I'm really happy I'm here, to be fair.
You were saying that you want the fight's not going to end. It won't go the distance there. Is that you kind of setting out your stall here and wanting to get that knockout, wanting to seize the opportunity as much as possible and put yourself out there?
Of course I do. I think every fighter here wants a knockout. I'd love to knock him out in the first 30 seconds, but first and foremost, get the win and get the win only. Whatever means possible. I want to win and go home with that belt. But I'm also looking to make a statement and put on a performance. I've worked so hard in the gym, so hopefully, mate. But you know what happens when you're in the ring. Weird things happen in boxing, so hopefully everything goes to plan and we do the business.
Speaking of movement in boxing, it was ordered you and Fabio Wardley. It's been said that it's the right fight but wrong title. Do you feel that same way in terms of that?
Yeah, 100% agree. Me and Fabio, without being horrible, I was fighting for an English title when I was probably on 7, 8 fights. So when I was about 20, 21. And back then, to be fair, I had complications with it. Opponents pulled out and all stuff like that. So we're way surpassed that. I boxed for a British title. It was a massive fight, me and Daniel at the time. Fighting for a world ranking belt here now. So God willing, come through Friday, there's different ways and roads I can go down. There's the international route with world ranking. But I've also said from the minute I signed the paper as a professional, if there's fights there to be made domestically or internationally, I'm taking as many as I possibly can. I want to be known to the public and the community, in boxing, that Nathan never ducked a fight. Obviously, if it's right for me and my team, we're doing it, aren't we? If it happens, the right title prevents itself. If we can get the British title or Commonwealth, European or such, a prestige belt, not the English, without being horrible, he needs Fabio's past that. So on myself, he needs to relinquish it or whatever, so we can fight. But obviously, it's all up to Joe Joyce, isn't he? He holds it, so he's fighting Christian Hammer in July.
We'll find out. But I want to get a couple of thoughts from you. You're very much a keen observer of the heavyweight division. Let's first of all start at the top. Tyson Fury the other day saying, the strongest hint that he's coming out of his retirement. Your thoughts on that?
Truthfully, it's whatever Tyson does. You know what Tyson's like. He probably woke up that morning and said, "Oh, I'm coming back out of retirement." The next morning he'll say he's retired, but as long as he's healthy and happy is the main thing. Look where Tyson's been and come from. He's been in the darkest of pits, and he's rose up from them, and he's, let's be fair, conquered the world. Such, he's beat Deontay Wilder. In my opinion, Brian Tyson's the best heavyweight out there. I'm sure you could name top 5 heavyweights in the world who wouldn't want to fight Deontay Wilder because they know what can happen. He's far from a one-trick pony. He's a very, very good fighter, world-class fighter. So as long as he's healthy and happy, mate, people forget where Tyson's come from trying to kill himself. You could be the richest man in the world, but if you're depressed and ill, it gets you nowhere. You know what I mean? You can have everything on the plate, but if you're seriously suffering in your own mind, your own mind sometimes can be a prison. And you can't help it. He's the heavyweight champion of the world, 6'9", 20 stone. But still, mental illness bashed him on the floor. So as long as he's healthy and happy, and to be fair, if Tyson earned £1 billion coming back out of retirement, he deserves every single penny from what he's done, what he's achieved, and the people he's helped along the way. Let's also think, for him coming out saying what he's done and what he's been through, he's helped a lot of the population. Because if the heavyweight champion of the world can be what he's had, been ill with mental illness stuff, so can normal people. A fair play for him, what an ambassador for the sport. My opinion, should be medals, but they give medals nowadays to other people, don't they? But there we go.
We seem to get movement on Usyk Joshua too. Joshua signed with DAZN. He's now linked up as well with Angel Garcia and Robert Fernandez, adding that to the team. How do you think that kind of melts into the equation of who will be the winner of that rematch?
I think it all comes down to the night again. I think if it's the old Anthony Joshua coming out like he did with Dillian White, throwing big bombs, using his size, you can't box Usyk. He's a technician, isn't he? He tries to break you down and does what, like he done in the previous Anthony Joshua fight. Like he's got Robert Garcia. He's still got Robert Cochran.
As far as we're aware, no, I don't believe so.
Right, but also again, it could be a new leaf for him. Fresher breath air, and that can motivate a lot of fighters. So, good luck to him, mate. Great fighter. It's good. Let's be fair. I'd rather have all the belts back here in Britain. You know what I mean? So, could set up a fight for Tyson hopefully in the future. Fair play to him.
Bit of an interesting one. I don't know if you saw it. It did go viral. Julius Francis dealing with someone in a certain way. Just what was your reaction to seeing that?
I read. I don't know if it's true or not. But so I read he was taking some stick or something. Like the fellow what got it was spitting at him and pushing him and shoving him for 15, 20 minutes, and he tried to calm the situation down. Let's be fair, mate. You can be the quietest lad in the world, but if someone's spitting on you and punching you, you're going to retaliate. So what do you expect? Unfortunately for that fella, it was Julius Francis, a former heavyweight champion of Britain, fought Mike Tyson. So this one punch slept him, didn't it? But he's gone viral. So if I was him now, I'd make a YouTube channel and call out Jake Paul.
Nathan, finally, let's bring this back to you. You mentioned obviously in the build-up like how you want to deal with this fight, but let's get your prediction on how this ends. How for people who tune in on Friday night, what can they expect to see?
A big win hopefully. That's the main goal. When Nathan Gorman win.
Nathan, pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for speaking to Boxing Social. Much appreciated.